Welcome back to the Lounge Podcast, where we keep it sassy
and serious.
We are back with another episode, and this time we have something special for you guys.
Let us know in the comments if you have any questions you would like for us to discuss on the next podcast. And just a disclaimer, these are our own opinions. On this month's hot topic, we have two special guests. Drum roll, please. Our better halves. Welcome.
And guys, this has already been a struggle this morning.
It's been okay.
As you can see, they're already doing things like inserting the clap cheer when we don't need it.
Thanks, Eli.
You welcome.
Doing a good job, brother.
Thank you, brother.
So let's go ahead and introduce them, and we can start with Jazz's significant other.
Yes. So, hi.
Hello, my name is Elijah. You can call me Eli.
Hi, Eli. Thanks for coming
Hello,
on.
Eli.
Thank you.
Welcome to AA.
Hello, Lady Kai. Lady Jan.
This is D. Austin, Kyra's husband. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, folks. You call me D or Austin, whichever one you prefer. Yeah, I'm ready to kick this show off.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And for our hot topic, we're going to be discussing how we met our significant other. So I don't know if Eli wants to go ahead and share you and Jazz's love story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like she said, today we'll hear a male perspective in our Q&A, but before we dive into that, we'll give you guys a deeper dive into our relationship. So, Eli, how did we meet?
Me and Jasmine met at work.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this was in the year of 2019.
It was
It
2019.
was.
Okay.
And, right, wrap it up. We met in 2019 at work.
Yes.
Just friendly conversation.
But yes, we met at work in October 2019. It was definitely October. I remember it being October, fall. But yeah, it was fun. I didn't know I was going to meet the love of my life at work. So that's fun. And it's just crazy how God works. So
Yeah, it is. A lot of lunch dates with Jazz and discussing.
Yes, a lot of lunch dates. It seems like forever ago.
It does.
Like, yeah, a lot of lunch. We were all working together. So
Mhm.
yeah, crazy good time.
And just to clarify, I wasn't on the lunch date with Elijah and Jazz. Me and Jazz had
Right.
lunch dates to
Yes.
discuss Elijah.
Yes,
I was
exactly.
absent.
Yes, he was absent.
You was a hot topic.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, you
Hot
were a
topic.
hot topic.
Speaking of
Ew.
hot topics.
Yes.
That's funny.
It's pretty good.
All right, D, you want to go ahead and share our story?
Yes.
I do. I also want you to fill in too because you tell it more detailed, a better detailed version than I do. But I would kick it off. Yes. So we met is what's 4 years now.
That was like 10 weeks.
About 4 years, 5 years ago.
We met way longer than 5 years ago.
Oh,
Y'all
you wanna go
hilarious.
back. Okay.
You're supposed to tell our story.
How we
Okay,
met.
We met 8 years. I'm throwing a rough number. It's been a lot of years. But how we met, it's a funny story here. We went to the same school.
It's not that funny.
And she remembers me, and I still to this day don't remember her
Crazy.
from school, but she knows all about me. She knows things. She knows things.
Okay, let's
And
not make
then-
it seem like I was stalking you because I only knew you and like your friends because your friends also knew me, but you are the only one that doesn't remember me.
Lady Kai is just aware of her surroundings, guys. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank
yeah.
you.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
the support.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah. So years later, this is well after college for both of us. Well, for me, she was in college, but I was out of college or what have you. Slid into the DM on Instagram.
Who slid in the DM?
He did.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
On
Just making
Instagram,
sure.
you said.
Instagram.
Instagram.
And things can. It started off from there. I want to say it connected, but it started off from there, and then as time went, there was plenty of. I became creative. I'll put it this way. Started doing real fun
Creative is
dates.
nice. He tricked me, y'all.
Hold on. Do none of that. But yeah, start going on a lot of fun dates, outings, a lot of talking as well, and really hit it off from there. And now we fast forward up to now. We are now happily married. Got our own house, dogs, things of that nature. Careers, things are moving, creating new things,
Creating new life.
and new life. Yep, got a mini us on the way. Pretty excited, very excited about that. And yeah, it's pretty good.
You did a good job, but you left out a few of my favorite details.
That's why I need you to fill in.
So I like to tell our story. Basically, yes, he doesn't remember me from school, but I do remember him, and a lot of our associates remember me and things like that. But he did slide in my DM, so that's accurate. For a long time, I wasn't really trying to give him the time of day. We would go out and we would have fun, but it took my dad to really open my eyes and say, like, hey, this is a good dude here. I mean, you're going to lose him if you don't get yourself together.
Shout out to Dad.
Yeah, shout out to dad. But,
Thank you, Daddy.
eventually after a couple of years of him being persistent and consistent, I finally caved in because one day this is why I say he tricked me, y'all. Um, he set a date out so far in advance that I couldn't make up an excuse to say like, oh, I'm busy or I can't go or something like that. And then so I said yes to that, and miraculously, every weekend leading up to that date that was set far in advance, he took me out somewhere, and through there we just kind of built our relationship, and we just kept dating, and now we're married 2.5 years, and like he said, expecting our first little bundle of joy. So all is well. I still like him, so that's good.
Love that.
Just so y'all know, every place we went, it wasn't costly. It was free stuff in there too. Just so the fellas, y'all know how to mac and attack. Just
Man.
We are not prey. Don't attack us.
you got to break
Ladies,
the bank.
make them spend that money. I don't know what he talking about.
That's
Right.
crazy.
I'm just playing. Y'all can spend money too, but spend money on each other. But in the beginning, he spent money. Clock it.
Mm-hmm. All right,
crazy.
y'all. Well, now that we've kind of given you guys a bit more scope into our personal lives, we're going to go ahead and transition into our QA. And this week we are discussing friendships from a male and female perspective.
Friends. How many of us have them? Friends. How many of us have them?
I was going to chime in. but-
45.
30. That is so funny. I love that movie.
Yeah, so I thought that I was going to chime in and say ones we can depend on, but she just decided to repeat the same line, so I guess that's fine.
Yes.
But our first question is, do you believe two people can reconnect and rebuild a broken friendship after years apart?
Hmm.
You asking us first?
You guys feel free to respond, chime in whenever you want. There's no designated order.
I would say yes. I believe two people can reconnect and rebuild a broken friendship after years of being apart. With that part being said, it depend on the situation, why it was broken, how it was handled, things along that line, them lines. If it's something light, and everyone got their own definitions of light, but if it was light and a mutual understanding on both ends that it was something light, it wasn't nothing like so harsh, and you all can agree to talk and rebuild, and yes, that can happen. You can repair that broken relationship, no matter how long apart it's been. Um, Now, if it is something that's over the top, yeah, you ain't no repairing that. Ain't no repairing that. You take that up with the Lord. You pray and
Take it up with the Lord.
all of you take with the Lord. But if it's something,
No.
ask for forgiveness. If
If it was crazy.
yeah. But that friendship is not there no more. So
Yeah.
at least pray for that.
I kind of agree with you on that. For me, it's like if this relationship was broken off of, for me, like trust, loyalty, whatever, like it has to be really, really bad. And that's me now. When I was younger, I was like, it's okay, young and naive, I feel like it is. But now I'm so quick to cut off people. And it's like, I feel like it can be bad because you should be open to people. But honestly, I'm just so quick to be like, life is just lifing. I don't have time. I don't have time to be holding someone's hand. I need to hold my hand. Honestly.
To answer the question, I'm gonna say yes and no.
Why?
I'm saying yes and no simply because of the fact that, well, the same thing that Austin said. It just depends on the situation. So, if the situation wasn't ended properly, I can see that not being able to be amended or, fixed or anything. But yeah, I'm gonna say yes and no. I can't really see it being able to be fixed completely, especially if like things were said or done. But I can't say no because some people might fight through that. But it just depends on, in my eyes, the situation.
That person, that friendship. I agree. That too.
That situation.
Yeah.
I agree with both of y'all. I'll keep my answer short and sweet. I think yes, it can be prepared, but I think it has to be a willingness on both ends, and it's gonna definitely take some work if it's something that the two of you guys choose to move forward with. Yes.
Thanks, guys. Love y'all answers.
Yeah, no, you guys are talking today. The next question is, do you think most friendships today, and this is a two-part question, so listen closely. Don't do what men do and just pick one part and
We
talk about
fathom.
that.
We fathom.
Ah,
We understand.
calling them out.
But do you think most friendships today are more convenience-based or connection-based? And then how does social media and technology impact real friendship?
Mm.
The first half, or the first question, do you think most friendships today are more convenience based or connection based? I'm gonna say a little bit of both. Um, Personally speaking, I was in drumline, so I met friends who were
Oh, you played the drums?
yeah,
You using it?
yeah. I was in
What was
drumline,
that?
high school. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I thought you was talking
No, I mean I did drumline in high school and like outside of high
I
school.
don't know, guys. Let's get back
But
on topic.
the concept of
You know, really
of-
quickly, and like moment of pause. Who do you think gets off more topic? Me and Lady Kai or D and Eli?
I was trying to answer.
In the comments below. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Because we get off topic sometimes too.
You do, but we know how to bring it back.
I think
Yeah.
friendships today correlate with both. I think it's convenience based, and I think it's connections based. Because we could be in the same room and just being cool, and we just end up being friends. But if we like the same thing, we can bond over that too. So I think it's convenience and connection based.
I actually feel like a lot of friendships these days are more convenience based, and that's only because I feel like people now are always looking for what can I get out of this. Like it's convenient for me to talk to you, and I may not even cut you off because there's something that you're doing for me, and I need you to be able to keep doing that for me. I'm not saying that's the case for every friendship or whatever the case may be, but a lot of friends, at least you have one friend that you keep around for convenience. There's other like genuine connections that you may have, but yeah.
Me personally, I like today, me personally, I'm more connection based. And I really don't hang out with people who are convenience based because not over here. I obviously I do for my friends and they do for me, but we're not going to be over here like keeping tally and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I do for you, you do for me. That's just all. And it's not like, oh, you do more than me and I do more than you. It's never like that type of thing. But I feel like me and all my friends are like, we're gonna do it for each other because it's not about I'm doing it for you. It's just I'm gonna do it. Like, why not?
Yep.
We do
I
for each other.
completely agree.
Yeah.
A connection based friendship, I think as I've grown older, has
Yes.
definitely been more of like what I'm seeking. I don't care if you can do something for me because anything you can do for me, I could probably do for myself.
100%. And probably do it better. No
Yeah,
offense.
so, like I don't necessarily need you
Yes.
to do anything for me.
Yes.
But through us being friends and us having a connection,
Yeah.
you just feel that need to do something.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
I'm
yeah.
going to do this nice thing or
Mhm.
whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do believe it's more convenience based. Friendships. It's been a thing since forever. I think more so either it's because we are maturing and we seeing it. It seems like it's a lot more of it. If that makes sense, but it is a lot of that, especially the way life is life. Um, you do have a lot of people that can't uh, thrive through life right now, and you got those who are. So you come across a lot of people and or people you already know that say, man, this person got it going on. So I'm gonna just stick around. I'm gonna just continue to let that cover up as a friendship look like a friendship, but I'm gonna seek what I need to seek out of it, and they get so heavily invested into it. You do have grand clashes because the true intention starts to show eventually. Um, so yeah, it's more of that and very slim uh, connection based. Um, but I am a very connection based person, not just convenience. Yeah.
Well, you
For
have the
real.
floor. Do you feel like, um, how do you think social media and technology impact real friendship?
Well, since I work in technology and stuff like that, I would say
Social media is fake.
it is. It is.
Sorry,
it's very fake. Yeah,
On my
yeah.
tongue, it's fake to me.
It's fake. I got this thing that I follow. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Um,
Yeah.
Learned that from Jay-Z, in fact. But
Big J,
that,
not
that
the little
makes it makes sense, and I follow that. A lot of stuff that you see be made up stuff to create more drama. That's 99% of the time.
Yeah.
That's the case. So none of the stuff I see or anyone see, don't believe it. I would say it impacts because it's a lot of sensitive people in the world. It's a lot. It's a lot of weak minded, which ain't a bad thing, but it makes it bad on how you go about it. Meaning you got people just you got people just reacting off what they see and just doing crazy stuff and so on and so forth. But yeah.
I agree with Jasmine. Social media is fake, and I feel like sometimes it becomes a competition, and so now you're trying to compete, and like you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that because you saw that, but you don't know what's really going on behind the scenes.
And you
like,
don't ever.
That stuff could be staged, you know.
Yes. And I feel like it depends on who the people you're following on social media, but half of the time, like the influencer couples and stuff, that is staged.
It's definitely staged, and it's not to say that there aren't real components there of their relationship, but that stuff they're doing that because they're profiting off of it.
Yeah,
like,
it's for content.
It's meant for content. Yes, exactly.
And then you get paid from the content. So is that real? How are we supposed to know that? We don't know.
Exactly, because then when stuff really hits the fan in your relationship, they're not displaying that aspect of how they're actually
navigating
getting over those hard times because No relationship is peaches and cream all the time.
No.
Sometimes it's real bitter.
Yeah. And same with like just people going through their daily lives, like just being a single person. That too. Most people, and we're not saying you have to put all the like bad things in social media, but
Mhm.
90% of the time people are putting like happy, good things or just posting the good things that are happening in their lives. And
Exactly.
we just don't know what is the truth. And it just makes me think of catfish, how
Mhm.
people date online and you really don't know the other person on the side of the screen. And then on catfish, it's like, oh, this is not this person. This is a whole 600-pound life man.
Oh
Like, what?
gosh.
Oh,
I
Thought you
never
were
forget the
190.
episode where that girl really thought she was dating Chris Brown. Like,
Like, what? Come on. Like, it's like use contact clues.
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
no.
Well, before we move on to our next question, Elijah, did you have something you want to say, or we can go ahead and move forward?
Move forward. I'll say everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Do you think adults struggle to make new friends? Why is that?
No?
Yes and no.
Why?
I mean, adults are grown people, so we're not going to play games about being friends or not. I feel as if adults may or may not struggle because age plays a part, responsibilities play a part, kids play a part. Um,
I feel like it depends on the person. We are not all the same common people. We don't all think the
Yeah.
same. And that's the biggest issue. Like, you don't really know someone's true intentions. Like, if I see you walking down the street, I know you, so I know, well, never mind. But just to say, like, you don't know everyone's true intentions. Like, I would like to say, like, walking down the street of Chicago, I'm going to find someone nice and be friendly with. But, like, not all the time. Not saying you can't find someone friendly, but you just never know someone's true intentions.
it still
That's
depends on the
exactly what I was
situation.
Yes.
thinking.
It
That
depends.
like sometimes I feel like as an adult it is hard to make a new friend because one, as an adult, life is busy.
Yes.
You've got so much, so many different things going on, work. If you've got kids,
Yeah.
maybe you have to take care of additional family members. Like all of that stuff plays a part. And
Mhm.
then now, like you said, you never know anyone's true intentions. So it's hard to like trust people, and
Mhm.
it's hard to know who's really genuine and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion. You got something to say, D?
Um, not really. I don't, but I do agree. It's in between. It's in between. I think it's more on the yes side that it's a struggle for adults. Reason being, again, is it all falls back to things people seeing, what they hearing, that make them go out into the world and then just have that preset thought like this person is this person is that, this person does that without even really getting to talk to
No,
them or know them or whatever.
I
So
feel like it's just so hard. Like, it's so hard, D. Like, it's just hard to, like, block that out when, like, your whole life, I'm 28, all 28 years, you never know if this person's going to be cool or if this person is not. And you just have to go based off of what they say and what they do, obviously. But your first instance is, like, hesitant. Like, I don't know, you know?
Yeah. And it's so different from kids
Yeah.
because children, they go to school, they go to a new school first day. Oh yeah, I've got a new friend, and then
Yes.
us as like adults are like, that ain't your friend. You don't even know
You
them.
don't even know them.
So
Yeah.
it definitely changes from like, because kids will call anybody their friend.
Yes.
Anybody that's willing to play with them, talk to them,
Mhm.
kick it with them. Oh yeah, that's my friend.
Yes. And
You
also,
know?
I feel like it's different. Well, kids different, but also the
Mhm.
male and female. I feel like it's definitely different for us females, just depending on the females. Not all females are friendly and warm,
Yeah,
but some
that's
are.
true.
Some really are like girls. I think that's what they say.
Like girls.
Yes,
Yeah.
some really are, but some are not. I feel like more males are like chill. They're not any
Mhm.
animosity against each other, so it's different. Yeah, that word.
We knew what she meant.
But yes, it's different for y'all, and I'm happy y'all here so we can hear this. Okay, easier for y'all.
Mhm. Yep. So, since you just mentioned like the whole male female dynamic when it comes to friends, that's a great segue into our next question, which is which gender is more likely to stay friends across life changes like marriage, kids, career moves? And then
Men.
the second part, this is another two-part question. How has your definition of friendship changed over the years?
The first part is men because men are not overly emotional.
Oh, oh.
No shade to the ladies, but ladies are emotional. Men are not going to be overly emotional. We either going
Don't
to
you
be
think that gives us an advantage? Like we want you forever because we have so much
no,
emotions
no
tied.
man,
No,
no
I feel like
man.
it has pros and cons
Yeah.
because my thoughts are very similar to his. I said I also feel like it's men too because women are we're more sensitive, we're
Mhm.
more emotional, we get jealous easier. Sometimes we can lack understanding. So like if my friend is now not single anymore, she's in a relationship, I'm gonna be selfish because and I'm not gonna always understand, okay, well she don't have time to talk to me,
Hmm.
24 hours a day like she did before. Her priorities have changed.
Yeah.
And then I also think that we take things personally when nothing is personal.
At
I'm
all.
just busy right now,
Mhm.
So then that creates tension and
Tension.
chaos, and something
Some
turns into
ends.
something it didn't
Yeah.
have to be.
Yeah. Sometimes it ends friendships.
Yes, it does.
It's some men though who are very emotional, and they happen to be that exact same way. But
That is true.
for the most part,
Men just don't care. They're
men
just like,
not it's not that we don't care. It's the fact that as a grown man, we know that another grown man has things that he has to get done in his life. So we're not gonna just be blowing you up all day trying to see what you're doing. I know that you're busy. You got a life. You're trying to make things work for you and your family. You're not gonna be taking
Yeah.
it
oh,
personal.
yourself.
Now, if we see each other, we are gonna begin where we stopped off at. It's gonna be cool, funny all over again.
Yeah.
But yeah, men.
Man. Boo. Men.
Go ahead. What are we gonna say?
I agree to that, Elijah. That's all.
Thank you.
So then, how has your definition of friendship changed over the years?
You want me to go? Okay. How
Um,
my definition of friendship has changed over the years. Um, when I call you my friend, that means that like I can call you, I can text you, we can hang out, we can be cool, we can be cordial, we can fight, we can be funny. Um,
We can fight.
yeah, like we can clash back and forth respectfully
Oh,
because
okay.
we are gonna
You
have
have a
disagreement.
disagreement.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Disagreement.
not
Like,
physically fight.
yeah, no, not like physically fight, but like we can have like arguments
But
and stuff
also,
and clear the air.
that's the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
thing. I feel like men can do that though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Men can fight and then be like, okay, we're still bros. Like it's not that deep.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to put that out there.
Oh, yeah. But still, like if I call you my friend, those are like things that are included with that. So that's what makes us friends. Now, whether we talk every day or not, as long as those rules like still apply between you and I, we cool until I see you again.
Yeah.
But
I love that.
I would say for me, what has changed for me is if you don't know my mama name, my daughter name, my now son name, if you, dad name, if you don't know none of that, you ain't my dog.
Okay,
Yeah.
first of all, I am the dog because I don't know the son's name, but you haven't told everyone. So how you gonna get mad
But
at
you
us?
know my daughter.
Yes,
You
this
know
is.
who
I'm
it
just
is.
talking.
I
I'm just
know you
talking.
know
I'm
the
just
name.
talking. I just
I know-
put that out there. I know you're talking.
I know
Well,
what's
a
going
lot
on.
of people
Yeah.
don't know baby's name yet
Yeah.
because we just
Well,
haven't,
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
talking.
explicitly said it. But we locked in. Don't be
Yeah.
over there.
I just wanted to say something.
I feel like my definition of friendship has changed over the years. I feel like it changes from where I am in that season of my life.
Mhm.
And
I like
some
that.
people are seasonal and some are not. And I feel like my friends who are, really my friends, they're going to go through those seasons with me and they're going to be understanding, and maybe I'm in a season where I don't have the capacity to hang out like I used to or to talk on the phone like I used to. They're not getting mad. They're
Mhm.
not, I'm going to cut you off because blah, blah, blah. They're like, okay, well, I know she still loves me. The next time I talk to her, it's no love lost, you know? So I feel like my definition of friendship is simply, it's kind of similar to what you said. It's just like, why are you pointing at me?
Don't lose the thought. Don't lose the
I'm
thought.
not going to
Okay.
lose
I'm
the thought.
sorry.
But yeah, I need to keep talking because I do have that pregnancy brain. I
Mhm.
will forget. But yeah, it's just like I want you to be there to help me grow. Like support me in my endeavors. Like we should be able to have those constructive conversations where we are disagreeing. We don't always have to agree. Disagreements are healthy in a relationship.
Yeah.
Now, how you do the disagreement is what makes it unhealthy or healthy.
Yeah.
But, it's okay to have those disagreements. I wouldn't want Jazz, if I come to her with a problem, to always agree with me. And she knows I'm good. When she comes, am I crazy? Yes. You're crazy. Like,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I like that.
Having friends that like check you, that's really good for me. Okay. So, how has your definition of friendship changed over the years? So, honestly, like I was saying earlier, when I was younger, I feel like friends were more loosely, and like you were saying earlier, like you think people who are your friends really aren't your friends, and your mom tries to tell you and you don't listen. But as you grow older and like the whole kids thing happen, or just like life changes happen, you're like, actually, I don't think you are my friend because you're not giving me the same energy. I'm really big on the same energy. Like, we do not have to talk every day at all. I do not expect that. But I do expect us to talk at least once a year, twice a year, 3 times.
Yep.
We have to talk. If we don't talk, then that's not a friendship to me. And I can't be friends with you if you don't give me that same energy. So
Yeah.
I think, I'm just big on the same energy. Not the same exact, but some type of energy.
Some type of energy. And I think the difference now is we're adults now.
Yeah.
So it's like our friendship has to have some more substance to it. Like it can't just be, oh, I'm at school and I just need somebody that's going to talk to me so I don't feel lonely. You know?
Right. Yeah, it's way different.
It's got to have some substance, some support, like, because we're going through life.
Yeah.
And we need somebody that, can just kind of be that crutch when we just need a
them.
little pick me up. you
Yeah,
know?
I agree.
And then, so, okay, let me give you a scenario. You're planning a vacation, right? With friends or a friend. What would be the red flags that'll let you know, oh, this is going to be a disaster?
You got your ticket the day we leaving.
Ooh.
Okay.
Not responding to the group chat, taking forever to respond to the group chat, not having money on time for things for the trip. So I guess that kind of goes with you.
Mhm.
Like, why are we here?
Or complaining the entire time once we get there.
Oh.
Or just happen to be overly pissed off.
Yeah,
the
why are they
entire time that we're
complaining?
there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Don't be
That's fair.
complaining. Yeah.
Counting my pockets when you ain't got no pockets.
Oh.
Smell what you fart. brother.
We getting
You
real
smell it?
personal on.
Yeah.
Is it funky?
Yeah, it's funky.
Oh, gosh.
It's funky, brothers. It's funky.
Well, what do you have to say, D? What are your red flags?
If you're not responding, everything that Jazz and E said,
Yeah.
but if you also not responding to any of the excursions that we are
Ooh.
putting to do,
Mhm.
Yeah, the money and stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah,
What are we doing?
yeah, you gonna be sitting in the room by yourself. If you go, you leave.
You got to leave the group chat.
Yeah,
No,
I
you're
got
getting
to.
kicked out the group chat.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
because what?
even if you do come,
Oh,
but you
yeah.
have not put your money towards
Oh.
activities because you
Yeah.
think you're finna sit in the room.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay.
Or you
yeah.
think someone's going to carry you?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're gonna be sitting in that room.
I just thought of something funny, but I'm not going to say it.
After the podcast.
You just
I
never
like-
know
I
who's
like to laugh.
listening. We'll talk about it offline, okay?
Okay.
But I agree with what y'all said. Like, people wait until the last minute to solidify details or make payments. Also, I think when you notice a shift in their energy, like you get there and then they just start acting different, or they don't want to do anything, or they get mad at you about stuff that, like,
They ain't got no money.
like they're just mad about things that you're doing that, like, this don't have nothing to do with you. If I'm not affecting your good time, don't affect my
mine.
good time. So
You could have stayed at home with that attitude.
yeah. Or those people that you get somewhere and then they try to throw it in your face, like, oh, I did this, I did this, I did that, and it's
Mhm.
like, well, you didn't have to do none of that.
At
I
all.
could have
Who's
did it
counting?
myself, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Vacations sometimes end friendships.
they do. I've had a couple of friendships
Yeah.
off of vacation. Not really any as in my adult years, but in Mom, you can attest to this. But there's been like a few. That's why I'm like, I don't like girls trips.
Yeah.
I don't like girls trips because my personal experience with girls trips, unless it's been family, has always ended in some type of shift in the friendship. Either we're
Yeah.
not friends anymore, or the
Hmm.
dynamic of the friendship has changed. Like, I don't know, girls trips just, they're not for
Too
me.
much
But
Yeah.
I
extra.
would go on a girls trip with Jazz. I mean, we've gone on trips before, and
Yeah.
we're still just fine. But
Hmm.
I think it's because
Vibe
we
together.
understand each
Yeah.
other. Like, we have that
Like we said
energy.
earlier, like we're allowed to like have talks, like not agree with each other. We're
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm-hmm.
allowed. We're able to communicate with each other. At the end of the day,
Exactly.
we're not here to hurt each other and stuff like that. I think we have that understanding.
Yep.
But for girls trips, I've had the same thing, but my issue was I didn't really know these girls and
Mm-hmm.
went on the trip with them, and I think that's also a red flag. Like going
Yeah.
on a trip when you don't know everyone
Yep.
is not good.
I agree.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do need to know people, but
Yeah.
also taking that trip will help you know people.
Yes. You really get to know
It will
someone.
help you know somebody.
Yeah, when you go
So
on vacate with them.
yeah. Well, this
Yeah.
last question is for you two.
Yes.
So don't expect an answer from us. No, I'm just kidding. You might chime in if we have a thought. But have you, and it's also a two-part question, have you ever felt pressure to man up instead of reaching out to a friend during a tough time? And then the second part of this question is, how can men be encouraged to build emotionally safe friendships?
Have Have I ever felt pressure to man up instead of reaching out to a friend during a tough time? Um,
Yeah, like, do you choose to just sit with your struggle because you don't want to deal with, like, oh, they might think that, you know, I'm not doing what I need to do. So you feel like, oh, let me just man up and take it. Or do you feel like you have that relationship where you can go to your homie and say, hey, can I borrow $20 till I get paid? Or, whatever.
um, I used to, so I used to have that mentality, where I just like, keep to myself, not man up. So I used to just be quiet, like whatever, tuck away. Now it's you know, I ask you something. It ain't gotta be money or whatever, but I ask you for whatever. Um, and I don't get a response, or you just go ghost on me or whatever. That's it. Um, so it's more of the strength of the relationship versus the length of the relationship. Um, that's what I live by. That's how I move with that. So yeah. And the next question is,
How can you be encouraged? How can men be encouraged to build emotionally safe friendships? So relationships where you feel like you can be vulnerable, like you can cry with your homeboy, stuff like, maybe you don't want to cry, but like, just be vulnerable with one another.
I don't have an answer for that, but I do have an answer that if my brother, my blood brother, that I would, as far as being emotional, that I'm open to doing, but
Right.
yeah,
You are exactly proving the point of the question. Like, y'all don't want to do that. So
Hmm.
we're saying, like, what would help y'all feel encouraged to have that relationship with your friends and it not be considered like, oh, he's being
that's what I was
sus.
getting to.
Oh, okay. You was taking a long time to get there. So you
Um,
said you didn't have an answer also.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I don't know. Right now, I don't know. I feed off Elijah. Let me see what he said.
Okay, E, what's going on?
Have you ever felt the pressure to man up instead of reaching out to a friend during a tough time? I have. Um, I'm very to myself. So like if I have like a problem going on with like it's either financial or it's anything else up under the rainbow, if it's not working out, I'll just thug it out and just call it a day. Now I have friends who may assist me or may help me, but if it's not being reciprocated, then I just, hey, it is what it is. I got to figure out a different avenue, a different plan, or a different way to make this bread. Um, for the second half, how can men be encouraged to build emotionally safe friendships? Um, I'm gonna say like a lot of heterosexual males. they tend to be like, oh, he being gay, he being sweet.
Mhm.
I can understand it, but I feel like for us to be encouraged, we got to like stop that mentality.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
not everything is gay. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Mhm.
I can like be open and be what's the word? Vulnerable with
Vulnerable, yeah.
with, like
Mhm.
one of my guys. So like, I'll
Mhm.
break down. He's like, bro, it's all good. Everything will be cool.
Right.
And
But
we're all human.
yeah,
So
but it's not
Mhm.
like a, are you being sweet? No, bro,
no.
I'm just
Yeah,
being vulnerable right now, and
exactly.
I need you
And
to keep that safe.
Mhm.
I think that that's a deeper conversation that needs to be had
Yeah,
in general, not even just with like friendships, but just men and dealing with their emotions in general, especially in the black culture,
because we don't.
Mhm.
because so many of our black men, they choose to block out their emotions
Mhm.
or be
And bottle them.
Suppress
nonchalant about
them.
it,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
then a lot of times that results in negative behaviors
Hmm.
or not dealing with things properly or effectively because you're not processing your emotions because you don't want to be, like you said, oh, he's gay, or
You being
stuff
sweet.
like that.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
if we can like stop that stigma, that would
Yes.
definitely help a lot,
A lot of black
because
men need therapy.
yes,
Yes.
it's healthy
Therapy
to
helps.
process your emotions. You're
Hmm.
human. There,
Yes.
you have those for a reason. Like they help you navigate through life and
Mhm.
life situations. If you didn't have emotions, then nothing in the world would ever matter.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. Everyone needs therapy, not just black men.
Yeah, but
Everyone.
black men especially need it
Yes.
because we
Everyone.
bottle everything. So if we
yeah,
bottle everything, we can't
that's
resolve
true.
it.
And there's a lot of stuff on y'all's backs. But like I said, that's just a deeper
That's a
conversation for
whole
a
deeper
different
Mhm.
show.
conversation.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I want to say thank you to our special guests for coming and being on
Yes.
our show today.
Yeah.
You guys
Yay.
did really well. We appreciate your
Yes.
input.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
And we are going to move on to our little victories. So, Jazz, go ahead with your little victory.
My little victory is I finally went to a real beach.
What do you mean by a real beach?
Yes, let me put some emphasis
You
on
want me to
this.
tell them?
So yeah, yes, because go ahead. He's from this place.
So I was born in Michigan.
Mm.
So we took a trip to Michigan, I think like
Ah,
last week, and compared to the beach in Chicago versus the beach in Michigan, the beach is like miles and miles and miles long, and it's
They just
huge.
have more beach.
It's so much beach, and it's humongous
so,
compared to like
what makes
Chicago.
it real? I'm confused still.
It's longer and it's bigger.
I think because it's like longer and bigger, we just have that little like
Like-
compared to theirs, it's
Okay.
just
like
like
downtown, it's like a little small area.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
in
yeah.
Michigan, the beach goes for miles long.
Miles, okay.
Yeah.
So you can go like to any spot you want and still get like a nice view of the beach.
That's nice. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
A lot
The
of
more
things
you
about
know.
me.
There's a lot of caves out there too.
A lot
You
of
should go
caves,
check it
yeah.
out.
We should.
a lot of
We gotta
forest
bring that.
or
Yeah.
what would it be
Yeah.
It's been
considered
a while
forest?
since I've been to Michigan.
Man, it's so beautiful. Say what?
Pretty good.
Okay.
They just sidetracked it again. Clock it.
We gotta make that trip.
We
Bro.
gotta
We gotta make that
Now
trip.
they're trying to make trips.
All guys, no ladies.
Oh,
No dates.
all right. Anyway, Lady Kai, we're ready for you.
Yeah, it's okay. They can go on their all guy trip. They'll be calling us.
They will be calling us.
What y'all doing? What you doing?
We'll send y'all somewhere too. I
Oh,
actually got something in the works.
Ooh.
love that.
We gonna
Send me
talk.
somewhere.
We're gonna talk.
Yeah. Now let's get back on track.
Oh yeah, back on track.
So my little victory is, a lot of y'all don't know this about me, but Lady Kai is an avid procrastinator. And I don't do it intentionally.
I
I
wish
just
I could
feel
see this
like
man's
I
I
reaction.
work better under pressure. And I feel like every procrastinator says that. But my little victory is that I finally created and sent out my baby shower invitations. That was a big to do for me because I'm also, in addition to being a procrastinator, I am a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to certain things. And so, as a result of that, sometimes it just takes me a little bit longer until I feel like it's perfected. So, I'm happy that I finally got those out.
Yay!
Yes, Lord.
And as we wrap up today, I just want to leave you all with this. Friendship in adulthood is less about quantity and more about depth. It's the people who celebrate your wins, sit with you in your struggles, and remind you of who you are when life gets noisy. True friends don't need constant checking in to know the bond is strong. But when you do connect, it feels like no time has passed. In a world that can feel so isolating, adult friendships are supposed to be a safe haven where laughter, honesty, and growth can thrive. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Lady Kai.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
That's so
Thank you.
funny.
Thank you.
Make sure to follow us on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at the Lounge Podcast, Sassy and Serious. We do put out a new podcast once a month, and this has been the Lounge Podcast where we keep it sassy
And serious. Bye.